Welcome back, everyone. We're playing Gates of Hell, Conquest Enhanced mod, the Liberation DLC. Here we go. We're playing as the Americans. We got an engineering truck with us, as well as a bunch of AT guns, infantry, engineering squad, the whole shebang. Let's see how it goes. For our defensive strategy, we're laying down a bunch of mines using the engineering truck. I use my tank crewmen to get as many mines as possible and then lay them down because they have less inventory than any other soldiers. And then I'm setting my artillery on the south side of the point. AT guns are getting placed on the roads as well as a hedge line just to cover the open areas. Engineers build large trenches onto the point so that way I have infantry able to stay inside cover because the point doesn't offer a lot. And then I build a pillbox bunker in the back corner as much as possible so I can put my officer in that pillbox. That way any infantry that pushes on the point can't start capturing the point because he is there and he's hidden as best as possible. A German Panzer II starts pushing onto the point, so my 18 gun starts engaging, killing a couple of the crew. I then spread out my engineer squad so they can start helping in the fight. All frontline troops are start engaging, contact along the entire front line. Infantry trying to hold a position and just laying down as much fire as possible. Our little four-man crew at the top of our line to the west is trying to hold down a squad that's trying to flank the rest of our infantry line, laying down fire with the 30 cal and popping shots off with his rifle, killing a couple. All of a sudden, Germans send two Panzerjäger 1s and a Panzer III. The first Panzerjäger gets destroyed by an AT gun. The second one takes a shot at my infantry, killing one in the trench. I take cover and I send AT after Panzerjäger 1. Panzer III gets stopped in its tracks. Seeing a giant wave of German infantry push onto the point, I manually move my 30 cal machine gun into a better position to cover that lane while artillery screams overhead, destroying German bodies left and right. The Panzer III, still operational, spots my units in the trench on the point, takes shots at them. I respond by shooting my AT at it, killing a couple of the crew. More German infantry pour into Point Delta as my infantry try to hold the line against a vicious German enemy through the smoke. With a lull in the fighting, I start resupplying my troops, building supply tents as well as more fortifications behind Point Delta just to ensure my victory over this point. The Germans tried to surprise the AT gun that was on point with a Panzer II. My AT gun was ready and was able to disable the crew with one shot, and then following shot was able to destroy the tank completely. The Germans, seeing that they can't go straight on the point, they send a squad to the east trying to flank us through the river. My recon unit spots them, the 30 cal opens up as well as artillery. Getting within close range, my recon unit kills two of them with his rifle. Looking at the kill feed, I can see that my AT mines that I laid at the beginning of the match killed a Panzer II and a Panzer III that I never have to deal with, which is fantastic. Absolutely love it. Use your mines. With a quick lull in the fighting, I send my Jeep forward to start resupplying some units just as soon as a Panzer II comes around the corner, killing one of my infantrymen in the trench, but AT guns were able to deal with it swiftly afterwards. Germans, seizing the moment, push forward a Panzer II and a Panzer III and a crap ton of infantry. The Panzer II gets super ballsy, goes straight for my line, kills a couple of my men. My AT responds, killing the Panzer II, but that explosion kills a lot of my own men, and a massive wave of infantry starts storming Point Delta. Even with the tank and all the infantry on point, just because I have my officer in that pillbox, the Germans aren't capping at all. So that is a big thing that you guys need to do. Make sure to put an officer hiding so that way they can't cap. The Germans being smart enough to pop smoke to hide their tank and infantry on point. Luckily enough, I know exactly where the tank is at and start killing the crewmen one by one as already rains hell on the infantry on point. Artillery on defense is imperative. Just look how many infantry they're sending at one time. Looking at the kill feed, I see something's killing a lot of my men, and sure enough, to the far west side of my line, a Panzer II has run straight through my lines, killing my cargo trailer of ammo and pushing straight through my men. I send my AT grenade rifleman chasing after the Panzer tank through the fields. It stops in the middle, and I get Jimmy Rowe to throw a satchel charge to blow it up. The Germans push the Panzer II tank near point. I'm able to use my AT gun and hit the ammo rack, cooking off the tank in a fiery blaze of glory. With a lull in the fighting, I send my Jeep up to pick up any soldiers without ammo so they can ferry them to get resupplied. Without my men noticing, the Germans set up an MG-34 in the middle of the field. We take some shots and kill both gunners. Almost close to the end, Germans send another wave of infantry pushing forward. Already takes some good hits, but they also run into my mines that I set up earlier. Remember, always use your mines on defense. With the last few seconds, a tank pushes the main road. My AT gun takes one shot, killing 2 crewmen, ending the operation. All in all, I think it went pretty well. I think our troops did a really good job holding the line. We didn't lose too many. Easily replenished, but we were able to kill a lot. I think our artillery got a bunch of veterancy points, and they ranked up quite a bit, so their accuracy is going to be doing much better. But yeah, overall, I think it went well. Remember, always keep the officer in the point in a hiding spot so they can't capture, and use those mines. Those mines are imperative. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.